Typing in system and seen output or practice on paper? Really? Okay. Online students, can you hear me? So after lifetime on scope of static and non-static variable, we discussed different ways of accessing static, non-static variable. Static variables we can access in 4 ways. Non-static variable we can access only 1 way. Okay, nice. Next, how can we access static variable? By using, is it possible to access static variable by using object reference? Yes. How is it possible to access static variable by using object reference? How is it possible? Because of static variable also part of object, but it is created memory outside of the instance, and the static variable also meant for storing value of the object, and reference variable is of type class. 2 reasons I told you. Number 1, reference variable is of type class. So by using the class reference, we can access static variable, and moreover, it contains the value of the object should be allowed to access by using class. Next, what is the null pointer null reference variable? Null is nothing but a literal, like 10, like 20, like 30. Null is also literal. It's a default value of a referenced variable. Null reference variable means a variable that contain null is called what? Null reference variable. Can we access static variable by using null reference variable? Yes. Will you get null pointer exception? No. Can we access non-static variable by using null reference variable? No. No compile time error, but will you get runtime error. What is null pointer exception? Runtime error. When will you get null pointer exception? If we access non-static variable or non-static method by using null referenced variable, we will get null pointer exception. Why we won't get null pointer exception for static variable? Because static variable already has memory. Non-static variable doesn't have memory with respect to this reference variable. That's why we got null pointer exception. But come to the static variable, it already has memory, so no problem. Okay. So these are all the points. Hope you practice and remember, right? Anything more we discussed? Yesterday after class completed, I typed and saved. Anything else we learned? We learned something. Modification effect. Okay, tell me. If you modify static variable by using one object, is that modification affected to another object? Yes. Okay, because if yes, why? Because static variable memory common to all objects. The next, if you modify non-static variable by using one object, is that modification affected to another object? No. If no, why? Because every object contains its own memory copy of non-static variable. Okay. I want to write one program. Tell me what is the output. Class example int x equal to 10. Now I'm creating 2 objects. Example E1 equal to new example. Example E2 equal to new example. How many copies of memory there for x variable? E1.x, E2.x are both the same? No. Okay. Then I'm writing example E3 equal to E2. E3.x, E2.x are both same? Yes or no? No? Yes. Why? 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 Same of E3 is having new object or E2 reference copied? That means E2 variable, E3 variable both are pointing to same object. Then when I write E1.x going to this 1010 object, E2.x control will go to 2020 object. E3.x also will go to 2020 object only because E2 reference you copy into E3. Next. Now here I am writing one statement. Tell me. E1 dot x equal to 15. E2 dot x equal to 16. Then I am reading that values and displaying. What is the output you will get for E1 dot x? E2 dot x? E3 dot x? 16. I didn't modify x value by using E3. I modified by using E2. Because E3 also pointing to same object. How you are able to answer it? By seeing above lines or by visualizing memory? No, from the day beginning I am saying Java is a concept and memory based programming language. If you don't visualize, if you don't by heart the concept, you cannot write program. If you don't visualize the memory, you cannot answer for the program. Are you catching my point? So every day, any statement you see memory, you should visualize. Understood? Right. An object pointing by multiple referenced variables. An object pointing by multiple referenced variables. Can you please tell me the notes part for this program? What I am expecting? Gayatri, this is only the today class. I also came late. Happy? Oh, thank God. Huh? Okay, come on. So tell me, what is the notes I am expecting here? What I wanted to teach? I already program completed. So what points I want to cover in this program? Come on, tell me. What point I'm expecting you to answer here? What are the statements you have to tell? 1.1, 0.2, 0.3. What points you have to write here? I want you only tell. I don't want help. 0.1. An object. An object. Can be. Can be. Order. Who is that fellow? Hey, Manohar, where are you going? K. Manohar. K. Manohar, why you stop video? Where are you going? Tell me, what the point? An object can be pointing by multiple referenced variables. That is the point number 1. Point number 2. How can we make an object pointing by multiple reference variables? To point an object by multiple reference variables, create a new object, store in one variable, assign this variable to another referenced variables, so that in both reference variables, same object reference will be stored, then both variables are pointing to same object. That is point number 2. Point number 3. If an object is pointing by multiple referenced variables, if you modify its data by using one of the referenced variable, that modification is affected to another referenced variables. Those are pointing to this same object. So those are the 3 points you are trying. Right? Write your own. Every time I am only saying, this time you take chance to write your own. Show your talent. The can be pointed by multiple referenced variables. The second object, for this purpose, we must what to do? We must store object reference in one variable. Then we must assign this variable to another variable. If this object is modified by using one referenced variable, you are talented people, I know. Okay. This program you have written. First, class loaded. Without class loading, how can you go? Don't forget the steps start from 0. Class loaded. Any static variables? Directly? Main method. Inside example, E1. E1 variable is created with what? Object reference is 1010. X variable memory created with value what? 0. Then replace with assigned value 10, not 10. Next line, example E2. E2 variable is created. New memory created with reference 2020. X variable memory again created with the default value 0. Replace with assigned value. Okay. And then example E3 equal to E2. E3 variable is created with another object. No. What will be there in E2? 2020. Now E3 variable pointing to E2, na? No. It should pointing to object. I expected you give answer like this. Super, yeah. E2 variable pointing to this object because of 2020. Same way E3 also because of 2020 should point to this object only, na? Very nice. Super. Yala, how? How are you giving these right answers? Oh, talented people. Stop showing your talent. Understand? How can you give right answers? Because you stop showing your talent. Started using brain with the knowledge you have gained in the previous classes. And tell me, E1 x also 10. E1 dot x equal to 15. Where this 15 stored? 15 stored in X variable in E2 pointing object. Here 10 replaced with 15. 16 stored in X variable in E2 pointing object. This is 10 replaced with 16. Then this modification affected to both E2 and E3. And then what is the output of E1.x? 15. E2.x? E3.x? 16. Super. Hope your eyes are not looking at above lines. Your eyes are looking into memory. That's very important. Stop seeing above because you are a JVM. If you are a human being, you should look at above line. If you are a JVM, should look at memory. That's the difference. So hope all people confident now memory modifications? Okay. So with this story, we completed all points about static and non-static variables. What is the next question? If an object is pointing by multiple referenced variables, if we modify non-static variable by using one referenced variable, is that modification affected to another referenced variables? Those are pointing to this object. Answer? Yes. Why? Because both are pointing same memory. That's all. समझ में आया? So static non-static variable jamana over. So what, why, lifetime scope, okay, and then different once you created you have to access. After accessing you have to modify. That's it. Okay, now whatever the points I taught with primitive, whatever points I taught with primitive variable with a mathematical value, same points are applicable for what? Referenced variable also. There is no difference between primitive variable and reference variable. As of now, I don't want to touch reference variable. Coming classes, I will teach. Okay. If I cover reference variable now, now you cannot enjoy your Dasra holidays. Understood? You will get what? Who am I? Where am I going? Okay, na Yaragata, you will find out your hometown. Okay, listen. So tomorrow onwards, I will not take your batch. Okay, next class will be on 7th. Next class will be on 7th. Okay. Offline class not there. Yes, you will have online class. Next offline class will be on 7th. Online class, I will not take. My proxy will take. Understood? Okay, is it clear? Again, I'm asking question. Again, I'm telling, listen. I cannot take class. Understand? And now what you have to do in these holidays, don't waste time. Okay? Sometime, like 2 hours. Morning, early morning, your 7 a.m. to night 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. After 11 p.m. only you are sleeping, na? Right. 2 hours of the time you spent. Okay, na? So it's not like, 9 a.m. sharp, your wish. Go to our Google Drive. There, I'll do one thing. Otherwise, I'll share the links. Or else you can go directly. Unnecessary, I'm sharing again, you will wait. All you people have access to material drive now? Yes. Anybody don't have access? Offline students? You don't know where is material? Already shared, no? Yes. Okay. Look at here. So this is your material link. This is your Telegram group. Some may write down. Lazy fellows. type this link in the browser, one of your Gmail account, select it. Then this is the folder will open for you. If you scroll down, you will find initial classes videos.txt and you will find another file called what? YouTube videos.txt. Okay. Initial classes videos.txt, all you have completed. Remember? All 18 classes you have completed already in the previous days. Like solving compile time, runtime error, compiler, JVM. Already completed, na? Okay. Any of you have not completed these videos, these 18 videos, first you complete them. These 18 videos knowledge is compulsory. Okay. If you have already done with those videos, then here you have, listen. Ma, Buju, listen, ma. Yeah, gus, what you are talking? Now open this YouTube videos.txt file. Okay, look at here. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, more scroll down. You'll find a chapter, current running chapter what? Variables and types of variables. Okay. Share Dinesh. What should I share? Are your eyes and hands not working or a tumri fellow? Fully become lazy idiots. Can't you write by your hands? Completed in this video, these two videos I completed, okay? Now here we have third video. In this you have, parameter local variable I'll complete today, okay? This third video following by fourth video and fifth video. These three videos you have to practice in these holidays. Is it clear? Tomorrow you have to complete. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. What are the 2 days? Monday, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow you have to complete these two videos. Clear? Anna, listen. I'm not joking anything here. Monday, once I come back, I'll conduct exam. If you don't write, I'll murder you. First fellows. For my sake, I'm saying this. Next, after variables chapter, we have to go to methods. Now look at here. Here, methods and types of methods chapter is there. There are 2 videos. Okay, 3 videos are there. You can watch all these 3 videos in the next coming 3 days. Means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday festival, na? Holiday. Okay, na? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday holiday. Don't watch anything. Thursday. Okay, na? 3 days, 3 videos. Friday onwards, I will take the classes. Start from this session 3 onwards. After this session 3 onwards, whatever there in the methods chapter, that I will cover. Understand? So these 3 videos means totally how many videos you have to complete? 5 videos or 6 videos, whatever. Is it clear to all? Where you can find? In Google Drive, YouTube videos.txt. Okay, na? There, variables, types of variables chapter, session 3, 4, 5. Methods and types of methods chapter, session 1, 2, 3. Total 6 videos, right? Dasra holidays there or not there? Not there. Okay, na? I am giving holiday to regular session, but you have to work at home. And we are not skipping the content, okay? Continuation topic only we are learning. Understood? So, tomorrow onwards, don't come to the classroom. Work in your home, your wish. 2 hours you have to spend, morning 7 a.m. to night, 11 p.m. anytime you have to spend by your own. Okay, na? Next offline class will be on 7. Online students, tomorrow onwards, this class link will not start. Don't cry. Class. Okay, let's continue. Yeah. Andhra will parameters and write down. Method level variables. Parameters and local variables. Parameters and local variables. What do you write here? Look at here. Test. Okay, I wanted to write a class called what? Addition. Small budget topic, okay? Inside addition class, I want to perform addition operation. Void add of. Int A equal to 10. Int B equal to 20. Int C equal to A plus B. Then system dot out dot println of. Double quotes, result, colon, plus C. Any confusion in this program? Can that add method executed automatically? No, we have to call it from main method. I can define main method in the same addition class, or I can define in another class. So I want to define in another class. Now here, how can I call add method from addition class in test class? By using method name also. Okay, if I write just method name parenthesis semicolon, is it executed? Compiler will ask you, where is add method, Robai? Compiler throw error, cannot find symbol method, add. Where add method is available? In addition class. Right? Now, I have to give the reference of addition class. Okay, now I should give class name reference or I should give object name reference. Class name reference. Why? This method is what type of method? Then how can you give the class reference to non-static method? Non-static variable, non-static method, both are same in accessing rules. What else? How do you access non-static variable? By using object. How can I access non-static method also? By using object only. Understand? Tell me. So, what the point you need to understand here? For accessing a method, first you have to verify it is a static or non-static. If it is a static, you can access by using class name. If it is a non-static, you must create object. Okay, when I create object of this class, inside object circle, non-static variables memory provided? Na? Tell me, are there any non-static variables here? Are you using any non-static variables inside this method? Yes, sir. These variables are non-static variables, sir. These are non-static variables, sir, local variables, sir. I declare variables inside where method. So what the definition of non-static variable? A variable that is created outside of the methods inside the class. Outside of the methods inside the class. Now if I create variables inside a method, they are method level variables. Now tell me, when should I create object of a class? If this class contain non-static variables. Does this class contain any non-static variables? No. Are you accessing any non-static variable inside this method logic? No. When there is no non-static variable usage, then why should I create object? Unnecessary memory waste, time waste, na? Last chair, understood? Brother, what are you writing? Specs, last chair. Back. ఏం రాస్తున్నావు? ఏది మరి పడుకున్నావు? ఏంటి పక్కకు జరిగి నిద్ర వస్తుందా? ఏం చెప్పాను చెప్పు. ఏం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను? ఉంచో ఒక్కర్లా చెప్పు. కమాన్ టెల్ మీ, ఐ కెన్ హియర్. అప్పు టిఫిన్ ఇడ్లీ. ఓకే, హియర్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్. బోలో, inside this class do you have any non-static variables? No. Inside this add method, this class non-static variables are using? No. Then declaring this method as a non-static, creating object of this class to call this method, it is a time waste and memory waste, na? So tell me, what is the recommended way of creating this method? As a non-static or static? Static. So whenever you want to avoid creating object and accessing the method or variable by using object, then declare it as what? Static. Right? Hope you all understood now. So whenever you wanted to Avoid creating object. When should I avoid creating object? When I am not using non-static variables. When should you avoid coming to the class? Whenever I am not taking class. Yes or no? If I'm taking class, then you have to come to the class. When I'm not taking class, if you come, unnecessary your time and money waste, na? Of course, you don't have memory waste. Okay. Unnecessary time and money waste. So, same way when this method is not accessing non-static variables, then declaring that method as non-static is time and memory waste. So, declare it as what? Static. Everyone understood? So, when to create method as a static, when to create method as a non-static. Got clarity? Right. So, whenever you are defining a method, look into the methodology. Inside method, if you are accessing the non-static variables of this class, then create the method as what? Non-static. Else, always create it as what? Static. Tell me, creating method as a static, is it a rule or is it a recommendation? If you don't create as a static, then you should create object of the class. If you directly call with a class name, compiler will throw error because that is not a static. Non-static method cannot be referenced static context. Then what should I do? I must create object. New addition. Is it object or not? Reference variable required? No. Variable chapter. When should I create variable? If you want, reuse the object. I don't want to reuse this object. I want to use this object only one time for accessing the method. So I can create object and using the same object reference in the same run I can call method. No compile time error, no runtime error, output coming result 30. But now creating this object, it is a time waste and memory waste because inside this object there are no non-static variables and those non-static variables are not using inside this method. So that's why what is the recommended way of creating this method? Declare it as a static. Samajh mein aaya? Right. Now I am removing this object from here. In place of object direct I am calling what? Addition. Tell me, is there any memory allocated here? No. Now again you are getting what? Same output. Clear? Now tell me, I want to perform one operation. To perform one operation, I should develop logic. Where I should write logic? Inside the method. When you are planning to create method, that method you should create either as a static method or as a non-static method. Inside this method, if I am not using any non-static variable, if I am not accessing any non-static variable of current class, then declare that method as a static. If you are accessing at least one non-static variable inside that method, then declare it as what? Non-static. If you declare method as a static, advantage is we can access that method either directly by its name or by using class name. No need to create object to call it. If you declare it as the non-static, compulsory you must create object. When you are not accessing any non-static variable inside this method, creating object is time-based and memory waste because you are not using anything inside. If you declare method as a static, how can I access within the same class other methods? Directly by its name. How to access it from another class methods? By using class name. Everyone understood? Right. So this is the basic idea. Now with this knowledge, I want to continue next story. Ready? Tell me. Whenever you wanted to perform an operation, I need values. Those values should store inside the method. To store values inside the method, I have to declare what? Variables. I should create variables. Now, inside method, we create two types of variables. Number one, parameters. Number two, local variables. The variables, those are created inside method body. The variables created inside method body are called what? Local variables. The variables created inside a method body are called local variables. The variables created in method parenthesis, round bracket is called what? Parenthesis, are called what? Parameters. Tell me, did I create any parameters here? No. Did I create any local variables here? Yes. How many? 2. 3. What the 3? A, B, C. Nice. Tell me, just by declaring variables, are they provided memory? No. Just by creating variables as a static in the class, is it provided memory? No. What is the condition? We must load class. We must load class. Just by declaring non-static variable, is that variable provided memory? No. What is the condition? Object you must create. So if you declare variable as a static, you must load the class. If you declare variable as a non-static, you must create object. Next, if you create variable inside the method, it will not provide memory. Remember, data type never provide memory. Data type will tell only how many bytes of memory, what type of memory to provide. समझ में आया? Data type never provide memory. Then who provides memory? Static keyword provides memory. Next, new keyword provides memory. And who will provide memory? Method. Okay, na? Then when this method will provide memory? Come on. When this method will provide memory? While it is executing. While this method is executing, it will provide memory. When this method is executed? When we call. All people clear my point? Right. So repeat once again. Just by creating variables inside the class, variable memory will not be there. Just by creating variables inside the method, variables will not provide memory. Data type doesn't provide memory. Data type will only tells what type of memory to provide, what is the size of memory to provide. That's it. All people understood? So now try to answer. Again, I'm asking, what are the different places we are creating variable? 2 places, class level, method level. Class level, how many types of variables? 2 types. Static, non-static. Method level, how many types of variables? 2 types. Parameter, local variable. When static variable provide memory? When class loaded into JVM. When non-static variables provided memory? Object is created. When parameter, local variables provided memory? When method is called. Everyone understand? Shall I ask next question? Tell me. If I call this add method, immediately, are these local variables provide memory? No. When control come to 4th line, bola, then a variable provide memory. Yes or no? I called add method. Just by calling add method, local variable memory not allocated. Because control should come to line number 4, na? When line number 4 executed, then a variable provided memory. Understand? Tell me. Is B variable memory provided in line number 4? No. When control come to 5, B variable provided memory. When control come to line number 6, then variable C will be provided memory. Understand? Answer. What is the lifetime and scope of local variable? First tell me, what is a local variable? A variable that is declared inside a method of body, open bracket, closed bracket, is called local variable. Why local variable? Local variable is used for storing a value for a method specific to a method operation. It is used for storing a value specific to one method operation. Okay. Next, third. If I declare variable inside a method, what is its lifetime? When it created, when it gets memory, and when its memory is destroyed. Just by creating variable inside method, will it provide memory? No. And tell me, when it get memory, when it's enclosing method, when its enclosing method is called, and that's all. Just by calling method, it is executed? No. When its enclosing method is called, and it's a declaration statement is executed. When you have to call this method, and it's a declaration statement also must be executed. Suppose due to some reason at line number 5, program execution terminated. Understand? Then is the C variable provided memory? No, because it's not reached to line number 6 and not executed. Samajh mein aaya? Right. So finally, I hope you got clarity. Lifetime of local variable. Then tell me, where can I access these local variables? Can I access these local variables in another methods of same class or another class? Like static variable, non-static variable. Can I access local variable of one method from another methods? No. Its scope is only within the method. Can I access A variable, line number 3? Can I access variable B in line number 4? No. What is the scope of local variable? Scope means where I can access. After its declaration statement, till the end of the method, I can access, because its scope is only within the method, because it is meant for storing value specific to that method. Is it clear my point? Right. So finally tell me, what is the local variable scope? The local variable is allowed to access only within its method, from its declaration statement to end of the method. If you try to access this variable before its declaration statement or in another methods, we will get compile time error. Everyone understand? Okay. Now, is there any problem in this program? I completed local variable point. Okay. Now, moving to the parameter. Is there any problem in this method? Think. Compile time error is not there. Runtime error is not there. But still there is a problem. What is the problem? Design issue is there. SOP problem entry. Extra memory. Where? Acha, memory waste you are saying. You want me to write A plus B directly here. Okay, I will give terabytes of RAM hard disk, no problem. Memory point of, no problem. Next. Gopala Krishna, Gopala Krishna. You are thinking always over by. Understand? You don't bring your academic problems to my class. Are worst fellow. Gopala Krishna. Brainless fellow. Current topic is what? What question you are asking? Right? Useless fellow. Current topic is variables. You are asking the topic related to methods. Stupid fellow. Next time if you ask that type of questions, I'll come to your home. Come on guys, tell me. Feeling hurted by listening my scoldings? Gopal Krishna? I also hurted by seeing your question. Understood? By seeing your question, I also get hurted. I am explaining something. You are using your brain for some other thing. And you are insulting me or not? Say, reply. Again, sitting silently like a statue. God Gopal Krishna. Come on guys, everyone reply. There is a problem in this method logic. Few days back, if I write, then you are there past, not in present. Be in present. Bolo. What is the problem in this method? Are already selected, Rababu. I am giving the clue, already selected. Number of lines, no number of lines. Sorry? Why outside? I want to perform addition operation. For that I required values. That's all. Why you want other? If you want in other methods, you go for static variables or non-static variables. The topic already over, no? Be in current context. Bolo. This is calculator. In this calculator, in this calculator, is there any values inside? It is asking you, give me values. 5, minus 3 equal to 2. Right? Next, 9 into 3 equal to. Understand? What do you understand? What the difference between this calculator and your calculator? Your calculator is always adding two numbers 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. Understand the problem? Tell me. You want always add 10, 20 only? What do you want? I must take these values from main method. Means method caller. If you want to perform your operation with the inputs taken from other programmer, whoever calling your method, you should not take local variables. You must take what? Parameters. Int A, comma, int B. You all understand now? So tell me, what is a parameter? What is the use of parameter? What is int A? What the syntax is telling? Variable declaration. A variable that is declared in a method parenthesis is called what? Parameter. Okay, na? Right. Hello? Side person. Right. ఏం చేస్తాను ఏం చేస్తాను ఏమేస్తా మొబైల్ ఎవడాడు చూపించి ఎవడాడు ఆ ఫ్రెండ్ గడు ఎవడాడు ఆ వేస్ట్ గడు ఎవడాడు ఓపెన్ ఇంటికి వస్తావా అంటే నువ్వు ఆన్సర్ చేస్తున్నావా ఏమనుకుంటా క్లాసు సిగ్గుందా కొంచెం కన్నా అరగంట నుంచి వస్తున్నా ఒక్కసారన్నా నా కలిసి చూస్తావేమో అని ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చావు భీమవరం చేపల చెరువులు ఉన్నాయా ఏం చేస్తావు మీ నాన్న ఫార్మర్ సిగ్గుందా కొంచెం అన్నా బుద్ధి జ్ఞానం మంచి కాస్ట్లీ మొబైల్ కొన్నావు సచ్చి చెడి పని చేస్తుంటారు కోర్టులో కూడా ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని చక్కగా లోపల లాస్ట్ పేజ్ కూర్చొని మెసేజ్ చేస్తాను వస్తాను రా నేను రేపు వస్తాను రా ముండమోపి అరగంట నుంచి వస్తున్నా నేను ఒక్కసారన్నా బోర్డు చూస్తావేమో అని ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని చావు చాట్ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నావు ఆంతరం కూర్చొని అక్కడ Come on guys, tell me. What is this? These are called what? Parameters. Tell me, what is a parameter? A variable that is declared in the method parenthesis is called what? Parameters. Okay, sorry, I just out of my control, okay? So I use some words, maybe bad words. Telugu people can understand. Hindi people, you don't understand, okay? Yeah. No, when you are not studying, I don't see your failure. I'll see your parents' failure. It's not your college or it's not your academics. So he's keep on chatting with his friend. His friend is asking, are you coming to home? He's keep on chatting. So what is happening in the class? He forgot that he is in the classroom. That much, he is in trance. Last half an hour, keep on, I'm watching. Maybe he will do something. So tell me, when should I take variable as a parameter? For receiving. For taking inputs from whom? Method caller. I should ask the method, array, method caller, if you want to use my method, you must give me your values to perform your operation. I am here for performing your operation. But I don't know for what values you want me to perform operation. You give me your values. Then I will perform this operation. I'll perform this operation for your given values. Tell me, now this method is dynamic method or static method? Static and not based on the keyword static. Are you catching my point? Based on the values. Based on the values, it is dynamic. Static means with the keyword static, so that I can call this method by using class name. Whenever I ask this method based on, is this method static nature method or a dynamic nature method, you have to look at what? Values. Is this method static method or non-static method? Then you have to look at what? Keyword. Are you catching my point? It is based on the values. It is what type of method? Static nature or dynamic nature? Dynamic nature. Because you are not executing this method with your own values. You are taking values from other programmer. Are you catch my point? So tell me, what is a parameter? What is the use of the parameter? Come on. What is a parameter? What the use of parameter? A variable that is declared in method parenthesis is called what? Parameter. Number 2. What the use of parameter? Parameter is used for receiving. Very important. We are receiving. It is used for receiving what? Inputs from method caller. Means from other programmer when this method is called. For executing this method logic. To perform one operation, we require some inputs from other programmer. Then we should declare variables as what? Parameter. Is it clear now? Tell me, when these variables are provided memory, just by writing int a, is it provided memory? No. When it will provide memory? When you call the method. Are you catching my point? When I call the method, definitely, immediately, this a and b variables are provided memory. Oh, yes, sir. Because that is the first line only, na? Are you catching my point? Inside method body variables may be not provided immediately. Without providing memory to these parameters, you cannot go into the method body. Understand my point? Repeat once again. When you define the parameters, parameters are provided memory immediately when you call method. But local variables are provided memory only when you call it. And that declaration statement is executed. Until control not reaching to the declaration statement, you cannot say the variable provided memory. Is it clear on all people? Right. So this is a very, very important parameters and local variables. So tell me, parameters are meant for receiving input. Local variables are meant for storing result or some value specific to this method operation. All people understood? Shall I write notes? Right. Take it in parameters and local variables. Write down these points. Wow, how many points are there? What is parameter? Why parameter? Lifetime and scope of the parameter. And how many copies of memory allocated for the parameter? Okay, right. Local variable is also get multiple copies of memory every time when its method is called. Here memory. I'm taking, look at here. I'm taking main method is also in the same class. Look at here, when you define the class with a method, int A, int B are what? Parameters. Int C is what? Local variable. I take an A and B variable for receiving input from the method caller to perform addition operation for the given values. Then is this add method automatically executed? No. When you run Java addition, control is coming to which method now? Main. Inside main method, what statement is there? Add of 5, 6. Then what the meaning of it? I am asking the JVM, execute add method with the values what? 5, 6. Then control will go to add method with what value? 5, 6. First parameters memory created. समझ में आया? Then next C variable memory created with what values? A and B. A value read, substituted. B value read, substituted. Result generated 11 and the 11 stored inside C. Then SOP and C result is displayed. After method execution completed, control coming out? No. Always you are giving wrong answer. After method execution completed, control come back to the calling method, no? Tell me, when control come out of the calling come out of that add method, are those variables A, B, C memory still required or not required? Not required, destroyed. That variable's memory and its value required only for method execution. Once method execution completed, that variable's memory not required. They are destroyed. Tell me, if I call this method again, allowed or not allowed? I say not allowed. Allowed, okay. Now allowed. So tell me, when I call this method again, then control is going to add method. Now inside add method, is that AB variable memory again created? No, na? No, na? Then where 5, 6, where 7 is stored, Ravi? Again created or not? Yes. Again, A and B variables memory created. With what value? 7, 8. And tell me, how many times parameters memory created? As many times as you call method. And then SOP and C int C equal to A plus B again executed. A value what is now? 7. B value? Then result is 15 stored in C variable. Samajh mein aaya? Then SOP and C result is coming what? 15. Then control come out. What about that ABC variables? Destroyed. And control come out of main method. Come out of class execution completed. So hope you understand parameter local variable flow. Right on. Please it back. Then C variable, output 11, control come out. Memory destroyed, then call add method again, control go. Control come out, destroyed again. So we completed all types of variables, understanding variables and types of variables chapter fully completed. Some written test questions, entry questions are there, that they are there part of all the videos. Will you watch? All videos I'll post in our Telegram group for you one more time. So please remember, I am not taking class, but you have classes in your home. Okay, 6 days, 6 classes are there. You have to complete them. So when I come back to Thursday, okay, people who Thursday who can come to offline, come to offline. If you cannot come to offline there in the home, you can attend online. I'll share the link. Understand? In the group I'll share, in Telegram group I'll share. You can attend from online. Okay, na? But Friday, na? 7th is Friday, na? Saturday, whatever, I don't know. Okay, na? 7th will class resume. On 7th, either if it is a offline class, you come to offline. Online means you attend from the online. Understand? Follow Telegram group, our HK Programming World group. There I will give you update. Clear my point? Thank you. Happy Dasra.